Hello. Some of you might know who I am, but most of you probably don't know who I am. So if I can just introduce myself. I'm the new minister in the Garbust Free Church, and the church building that I'm sitting in just now is the church beside your school. Some of you may have visited it at Christmas time when you did your carol service. And the other building that we use is the big church on the hill down in Garbust, on the main road. So I'm the new minister here in Point, and I just want to tell you a wee bit about myself. I'm actually from Point. I grew up in the village of Garbust. I've been away for the last 25 years. I've been a minister on the mainland, but now I've been asked to come back and to minister here back in Point. So I'm looking forward to getting to know the people of Point again and getting to know some, and if not all of you at some stage. And hopefully the next time you see me, I'll be able to come into the school and we can see you in person. Now I want to speak to you today about Easter. I'm sure you're all looking forward to your Easter holidays. And I'm just wondering if you know where the word holiday comes from. It means holy days. Because long ago people didn't get holidays. They weren't given time off work, and the only time that they were able to get time off work was when they went to celebrate religious festivals. They were called holy days. And that's where the word holiday comes from. Now, I'm quite sure that all of you know that when God created us, that He made sure that we would have one day off a week, a holy day, so that we could take a rest from the work that we were doing all week, and that we could come aside and that we could worship Him. Now, we all need to get a break away from our ordinary work, and whether we use it to worship God or not, it's good to get away and to get a wee holiday. Now, Easter is a religious festival, and that's why we get holidays at Easter times, so that we can celebrate. And Easter Sunday will be celebrated by millions of Christians from all over the world. It's one of the oldest Christian traditions, and that's why we get holidays at this time, so that we can celebrate the meaning of Easter. And hopefully I'm going to try and explain a wee bit about that. There are many things that remind us about Easter, but I'm sure that the first thing that springs to mind for most people when you mention Easter is Easter eggs. Have you ever wondered why eggs are associated with Easter? Well, you all know that when a mother hen sits on eggs for a few weeks, that they begin to hatch. An egg means new life, because it reminds us that life comes from inside that egg and it comes out. And we celebrate Easter Sunday because that's the day that Jesus came out of the tomb, showing us that He's alive and giving us hope of new life. Now, I know that we can get cream eggs, but I don't really think that cream eggs are real Easter eggs at all. And I'll tell you why I don't think they're real Easter eggs. Now, they're actually my favourite eggs, but I don't think they're really Easter eggs, because I think Easter eggs should be empty. And we all know that cream eggs are full of cream, white and yellow cream inside. But the big Easter eggs are usually empty inside. And it's to remind us that when the first followers of Jesus went to the tomb on the first ever Easter Sunday, they found that the tomb was empty. And the angel that was there told them, "He's not here, He's risen," just as He said that He would. He's alive. And they could hardly believe it. They could hardly believe that the tomb was empty, and the Jesus who they had seen being put to death just a couple of days before that had actually risen, and that he was alive. So the eggs give us that meaning. When we look at the eggs and see that they're empty inside, we're reminded that the tomb that Jesus was laid in is now empty because he's risen. He's risen to a new life, so that it gives us hope that when we come to die, that we also will be raised to a new life. That it's not going to be the end of the story when we die and have to leave this world. Because sometimes we might feel afraid of that, but we don't need to be afraid if we believe that Jesus has made it possible for us to have a new life when we actually do come to die, so that we can go and be with him forever when we leave this world. Because we believe that Jesus came to die so that we might have life. And Easter reminds us of that. And that's why Christians celebrate Easter. Let's just bow our heads together in prayer. Our Father in heaven, we give you thanks for the great gift that you gave to us when you gave us your own Son, who was willing to come into this world and to die on our behalf, so that he would give us the hope of new life. Because if we put our trust in him, not only is it possible for him to rise from the dead, but he's made it possible for us to rise from the dead, so that we can look forward to a new life with him when we leave this world. Help the children and the teachers to enjoy their holiday, their break away from schoolwork over the next couple of weeks, and help them to come back refreshed, as if they have new life, ready to begin again. We ask, O Lord, that you would be pleased to bless this Easter time to all of us, and that you would help us to look to yourself for Jesus' sake. Amen.